Hey, what's up guys? Today's project, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be trying out this stuff right here. You've probably heard about it, Plasti Dip. And what it is, it's a type of a spray paint, but what it does is it actually, you can remove it so it's not permanent. You've probably seen other videos. If not, check it out. It's an amazing product. I've used it before, but what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing it on this BMW rim right now. We're going to be doing about 4 to 5 coats because I drive a lot of highway miles. We're going to be doing about 5 coats. And I'm going to show you all the details about that right now. But first and foremost, what we need to do is we need to wash this rim. In order to clean these wheels real good, we actually came over here to the power car wash here, where we're going to hit it with medium to high and then maybe the spot-free kind of lower rinse. We're going to get all that grit out in between the tires there. We're going to use a little bit of car wash soap here. And when we do spray it, we're going to hit it at angles. And so it's not gonna, I don't like direct high pressure water right on my calipers, my brakes and rotors. So, and then I did bring one of my favorite little brushes here. This is a little rim brush here that I'm gonna put some water in here, and then I'm just gonna just really kind of scrub in and out of those rims, get all the way up and around. Alright, with our wheels clean, let's head on back, and we're going to let the spot-free dry, kind of dry them themselves, and then by the time we get home we'll wipe them down maybe with a little extra paper towel and get them nice and dry, and then we'll start the process. Okay, and the wheels are dry, so let me show you how to start the process. Alright, now we're going to take just your typical plastic bag, and what we're going to do is we're going to wrap it around the caliper and the rotor here so that we don't have to take the wheel off the car, but we want to protect the rotor and caliper so we don't get any Plasti Dip on the rotor caliper. Okay, now with the bags covering the rotor here and the caliper, we're going to go ahead and start spraying here. So what we're going to do is our first coat, we're going to get it to about 50% transparency, which means we're just going to lightly coat it. We're not going to try to get all the angles in one fell swoop, right? So we're going to do about 50% coverage. It's going to look very light, very tacky, but then our second coat we're going to get up to about 85 to 90, 95%. And so there's no need with plastic, there's no need, I'll watch the end of the video, but there's no need to cover up the sides of the tires. We're just going to spray. We're going to start on the outside here. We're going to work our way around the outside, and then we're just going to keep it about 6 to 8 inches away, and we're going to go nice and smooth. You'll see it on camera. And again, don't worry about the overspray on the tires. This stuff just peels right off. Okay, first thing we do is we're going to shake the can up, and I still have about maybe about up to my thumb left in this can right here. So I'm going to finish off this can, then go to my next can. But what we do is we spin the ball in there, shake it up, just get it nice and stirred up really good. Okay, now as we look at the wheel here, of course looks terrible. There's splotch marks everywhere, but that's okay. Again, we're only going for 50% transparency. Our next coat, we're going to get it on there. We just want the base coat to latch on real nicely. And so let's go over and do the next one here. And in between coats, we're going to wait about 8 to 10 minutes. So 8 to 10 minutes, and again, as you can see, I got overspray right here, not a problem at all. You can go ahead and get it nice and in there as well, but it's going to peel right off. Don't worry about that. Okay, here's coat number 2. Again, this one is going to be up to 85 to 90, 95% transparency now. So we're going to get more on there for the second coat. Okay, as you can see, I put some more light on the subject, and I'm sorry guys if it was too dark before, but this is after the second coat. So again, you still see some silver right down here and right there, but and right over there. But again, now we're going for the third coat. And you want to keep it the distance away. You don't want it to drip. And again, if it drips, unfortunately, you're probably going to have to start the project over after it dries. Just peel it off, start again. Now again, look at your angles. See down here? Those are bare spots, silver right there. So especially with these rims, these are very hard to get. You got to get on your back and start shooting forward to the side. And we have a technique after we're done. We're going to actually roll the car back 3 feet, turn the wheel 180 degrees, make sure we have all the different spokes taken care of. Okay, so I'm done with the third coat, and to tell you the truth, I'm about 98% covering on the wheel. Now the reason why I'm taking it a little bit slow is because these angles are a little bit different. They're a little bit tough to get to, some of these. I want it to fully latch on and dry. Alright, we're looking at the tire now with 4 coats on, and it's looking really good right now. But what I recommend, and even the pros recommend, they recommend 4 solid coats. Again, first one is about 50% transparency. Second one is about 85 to 95 transparency. Third, you're going to fully encode it. Fourth one, again, you're not going to see any silver of the rim, and that's what I mean about transparency. I mean about really making sure the whole thing done and covered. You definitely don't want to do it your first time. You want to make sure it sits and gets in there nice. So for 4 coats, if you're doing normal driving to grocery store, so on and so forth, you could get away with 4 coats. But the pros recommend 5 coats for high mileage drivers that do a lot of freeway driving, potential rock chips hitting it, something like that, or for like rally cars or track cars, stuff like that. So I do a lot of highway miles, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do nice 5 coats. And also why a lot of folks like to Plasti Dip is, of course, there are videos on YouTube of folks painting their whole entire car in Plasti Dip. But the reason why I like to do it myself is that you can change the color. You can go black, you can go gunmetal gray, there's a gloss coat you can put over it for a shiny look. There's people who have come up with awesome carbon fiber patterns, and I'll hopefully have a couple videos of that coming up here soon. But it's pretty cool, and then of course, if you're wondering, I can take a little X-Acto blade and work my way around and peel back off the BMW emblem. But if you look at it really closely, you can still see BMW right there, so it kind of looks pretty cool. So I might leave it, I might not, or I might just X-Acto maybe 2 of the symbols. Hopefully I'll come up with the white ones instead of the blue ones, or I'll have to redo it and then cut out the, I should actually figure that one out. That'd be kind of cool, cut out the ones that are white, and then peel those away, and then leave the black ones, and then maybe cut out the BMW right there. So maybe I'll do that. So you have overspray on the ground, right? You're like, oh my gosh, this is terrible. Well, check this out. This is what Plasti Dip is. Just rub it, comes right up. Of course, the reason why this comes up is there's like a very fine little coat there. Once you have it dried for 2 or 3 days, this is not going anywhere. Okay, this is nice. It's going to be on there. It's going to be bonded. But you want to be careful the first couple days. You want to make sure you don't, peel it up or ding it with your fingernail or anything like that. You want to be a little careful. But after about 2 or 3 days, it's going to really be just sitting on there just beautifully. You can pressure wash it. There's plenty of videos on YouTube of guys pressure washing it, this close, not coming off at all. Going through the car wash, not doing anything. Alright, we're done with the 5th coat. So what we're going to do now is we're actually going to back up the car about 3 feet or so we can rotate the tire about 180 degrees to check our, just underneath the spokes where we couldn't really see too well, make sure that we're 100% covered. Alright, so now that we rotated the tire 180 degrees, we're looking at our lines to make sure our little cracks that were facing downwards Now we're looking straight at them, making sure that they're covered completely here. And it looks pretty good, but we're going to go in for a closer look here. Alright, and now while we're drying on the 5th coat here, what we're going to do is we're going to wait about 25 minutes to a half an hour before we reach in there and grab our bag. And the reason why is just in case, we want to get it fully latched on there, dried. We don't want to be reaching in there, crumpling up our bags, pulling our hand out, and then, catch a little edge. So we want to make sure that it fully dries. So wait about 30 minutes before you reach in there and crumple up your bags. And for the removal, just get in there nice and tight with your hand, bunching it up like that. Use your other hand right here to push that bag down on your other hand, and then just slip it right on out. And I don't think I'm going to cut out my BMW caps on the back ones, of course. And the reason is, obviously I have my GIOVANNAs on my front, but I'm special ordering some for the back, so for about a week or so I'm going to have these rims here. And again, with Plasti Dip, I can just peel it off after a week, but kind of want the car to look semi-blended into the front as in the back for the week while I'm special ordering the rims. And again, the center caps back here are completely solid black, matches the ones up front.